everybody, welcome back to another YouTube video. Today I already worked on it, but you will be seeing me work on this hardtop. I filled some holes with fiberglass that were left over from the old roof rack. I did some repair damage to these corners where there's scratches on both sides, and then I sanded most of it down and painted over it with a flat black paint. It took 6 cans to get it how I wanted it because I didn't use a primer, so I needed more paint. That way it would cover up most of the, you could say, fiberglass spots where it was showing through. It looks pretty good now. You can kind of use it as a tutorial if you'd like. I basically used 120 grit, 60 grit, and some 400 60 grit to beat down all the old paint that was, well, still is kind of under there. It's not perfect. But then 120 I used to smooth it out, and then 400 after I used a little bit of primer, and then painted over everything, and it was good to go. Right now, it's smooth. Like, it's a lot better. Before, this was all gritty, and my hand would get caught on it, and it was not good. So, that's how I want it now. And, yeah, thank you for watching. Okay, so basically I've been sanding all the spots I need to fill, and also the roof, as you'll see in this time lapse. But I'm pretty sure I'm not ready to fill, so I'm gonna start putting filler on all these damaged parts, and also the holes over there, right there, in the middle, all left from the roof rack. That's all sanded. I'm gonna clean it all off, fill it in with that fiberglass filler. It's a couple of years old, but there's still some in it. I haven't checked if it's dry. Hopefully it's not. And then as it's drying, I'm going to continue to sand the rest of the hardtop in spots it needs to be done. Kind of like around the bottom edges, around the door. I got most of this side. And then this back edge isn't done. Hatch isn't done. Top of the hatch isn't done. The hinges aren't done. Around here, up and around. And that's basically it. I think I got most of the front done. It'll focus. Probably won't. Sorry, there's bad lighting in here, but yeah, right there. You get the point, but it's about 3/4 of the way done. Okay, filler is applied. I'm not going to get too close because it does not look great, but it's in all the spots where there's holes. Sand it down once it dries, but for now, while it dries, it only takes about 15 minutes. I'm going to go over all this and this back here. I'm probably going to, I can just do this, take this out. Get right here and around, and then over here, and then I'm done sanding the hardtop other than the filler, and hopefully that filler lays out flat enough that I can prime. I'm not going to get it perfect. As you can tell, it won't be perfect, but it'll look a lot better. Okay, I'm now ready to prime. I have gone over everything. It's not perfect, there's still some spots that are textured, but whatever. I have done my best in the time I have, and I gotta start priming because this has to be sitting outside tonight. And I'm not painting until this weekend. So I'm gonna start on the roof, and then I'm gonna make my way over, around, and just on the sides. So this is the hard top with some primer on it. I do not want to prime anymore. You know, as you can tell, there's still bare fiberglass everywhere. But I ran out of primer, and primer's expensive. But I do have 4 cans of matte black paint. This is what it will look like. This is just after a light coat, don't worry. Won't look that terrible. Probably will still have some of that texture because I did not get all of it, as you can tell. But and then here's a little nicer part. It's still only 1 coat. It'll lay out fine. I'm gonna build a stand for the top. That way I can take it off, put it in here, pull the Jeep outside, and have tons of room to paint and not have to climb up on top and not worry about getting overspray on all this. As you can tell, I nicked it a few times on the body panels, but that's okay. This Jeep needs paint anyways. And then I got that covered in some primer, but that's all fixable. Plus that was already there, and that rust, so I don't care that much. This is all gonna get repainted. I might actually just, instead of painting the door silver and repairing the silver paint, I might paint it all gloss black. Even though this is kind of a nice silver, I like it. I think this Jeep would look better in a gloss black, if you can picture it. It's kind of basic, but you know, I don't have any black vehicles, and I think this is the perfect vehicle to paint black, especially with the black wheels. And then I want gold accessories, maybe. I think it'd look pretty sweet. Anyways, this weekend, yep, doing the paint. I got the paint color right here. It's just these dupe color cans. Focus. Holy, there we go. Yeah. Should stick well, especially since I sanded it with like 120 grit. This phone is not focusing. But yeah, that's about it. I know I said I was going to be painting, but I want to build a stand that I can put the hardtop on in here while the Jeep is out there, so I don't have to worry about overspray. Sorry, yeah, right now I'm building that. I've been working on this for like 20 minutes. It'll probably take me another 30 to assemble it all, and then put wedges to make it more stable. But yeah, that is what I'm doing. Okay, the base is complete. I didn't have long enough screws, so I ended up having to drill holes so that it would go down in, but that's together. So now I'm gonna take those 4 boards, which are for the height, and set them up. Stand is done. It's janky, back and forth, doesn't move. So that'll keep the hard top off the ground pretty well while I spray. And honestly, it doesn't look too bad. Plus, when I take it off for the summer, I can just plop it on there outside. And that way it doesn't get covered on mud. Because the last time I left it outside for 2 months, and the entire inside of it was covered in mud. So put this on, or put the hardtop on this, throw a tarp over it, perfect. It's now taped up, it's ready for paint. She's here, it's my girlfriend, she's McKinley. She's very beautiful. She doesn't really like being on camera. She's watching young Sheldon. She won't talk because she's camera shy. Anyways, this is all taped up. I'm gonna start painting. So it is the next day. Here's the Jeep. As you can tell, the hardtop's definitely new. Well, not new, but painted. Looks a lot better. Also spent a while cleaning the glass because I got some overspray on it, so that looks pretty shiny. As you can tell, the closer you get, it's not perfect. Still tons of damage, spots I should have filled, smoothed out more. But I was running out of sandpaper and I ran out of hardener, so I couldn't use the filler and I wasn't spending more money on more hardener. But it looks a lot better if you've seen what it looks like before. And I'm happy with it. And also, I'll probably end up bed lining it at some point, but for now, it looks good. It definitely changed the way the Jeep looks. I just need to address all the paint damage and rust on the Jeep, and honestly, I think it'd be a pretty good looking rig. But yeah. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching today's YouTube video. The next video will actually be on the Jeep again. It won't be on the Plymouth. I got the Jeep parts. That's actually why I'm here. That's the next thing I'm after doing once I stop recording this and editing the video. So yeah, the next video will be on the Weber kit, and hopefully that fixes this piece of shit, because I feel like driving it. And the car show starts next week on Tuesday. So, Tuesday, May 6th. I need to have this ready for. I need to be driving it. It needs to make it to the car show. I haven't driven it for 2 years. So, anyways, thank you for watching the video. Please leave a like if you enjoyed it, and I will see you later. Goodbye.